Well, there are thousands and thousands of beauty products out there for women, and some of them do a great job of making you look and feel great, but others, let's just face it, a total waste of your hard-earned money. And joining us to talk about which products promise big but don't deliver is Dr. Richard Chaffoo. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you, Maria.
All right. Well, first let's start talking about sun protection. Very important.
Very important.
Are
Right.
those high SPF lotions and other products actually worth the extra cost that we're spending?
You know, Maria, you're right. They're really not. The American Academy of Dermatology and other medical societies say that an SPF of 30 is really all that we need to have. Anything above that is really a waste, and it might actually give us a small, a sense of security that really isn't there. We might think, well, if we do a 50 or a 100, we can be out in the sun a much longer period of time. The other problem, Maria, with the SPF factors is they're only for UVB, which is responsible for sunburns, and are not really tested for UVA, and that's a part of the ultraviolet radiation that gets in deeper, that causes wrinkles and causes skin cancer. So the thing to take home is zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Those are the two chemicals that are broad spectrum that cover both the UVA and the UVB.
So broad spectrum and 30, that's important.
Yes.
All right, so lotions, of course we have a lot of those. Many say they have a vitamin A or a D in them to help reduce those wrinkles. Which ones actually work and which ones are just junk?
Yeah, most of them actually don't really work. Most of them are very light and heat sensitive. Vitamin C is actually helpful. There are some proprietary products that do seem to penetrate into the skin, but we tell most patients if you want to get vitamins, just take it in a multivitamin. That's probably the most effective way you're going to get that product.
You know, Dr. Chaffoo, you're out there and you're always, looking for something new or something that seems to be a breakthrough, but there are some other items we just don't need to be spending on, at all, like skin toner and even body scrubs. Tell us about those.
Exactly. Well, Maria, skin toners were useful when we used to have facial cleansers that had soap in them because they would remove the residue. Well, the truth is today that really all facial cleansers don't contain soap or actually clean off themselves. So a toner is really unnecessary, and plus many of the toners have astringents like alcohol, fragrances, citrus. Those can all damage or irritate the skin and actually dehydrate the skin. The other thing that people talk a lot about are these exfoliating products or exfoliating agents. Really, you don't really need an exfoliant, and if you're going to use something, probably maybe every couple of weeks, because the truth is that again they'll tend to overly abrade the skin and irritate the skin. So the idea of using a daily body scrub is not a great idea. And the other couple things are facial mist. We talk a lot about misting the face. Well, the truth is that we probably don't need a misting agent because there's plenty of water that we have. And the problem with those is they'll tend to dehydrate the skin. If you've ever licked your lips multiple times, how your lips get chapped. Well, the same thing happens if you spray your face over and over again with water. Many of these misters have other chemicals that are irritating. Alcohol dehydrates the skin. And then the final thing are bubble baths. Although they make you feel good and you get in there and feel a little bit better, the problem with bubble baths is that they have a surfactant that actually dries out the skin further. Some of these even contain formaldehyde and other irritating products. And if you have sensitive skin, it can actually make your skin worse. It will take out the natural oils from the skin. So you really want to go light on any bubble baths.
So that graveyard of products that I have in all my drawers, and you can just get rid of them, right?
They need to get a good burial, right?
And then just don't buy anymore. Dr.
Right.
Richard Chaffoo, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Such
Maria.
important information. Thank you.